Hey, you're listening to Witchy Spiritual Stuff with your host, me, Elementually. And today's topic is meditation. How long should you meditate? And does meditating feel good? Let's find out, shall we? So, people new to meditation often wonder, how long should I meditate? It's something that everyone asks themselves when they're just starting out with this sort of thing. A lot of people have a lot of different answers when it comes to exactly how long to meditate. Some people say it's 20 minutes. Others suggest it's, but the most standard answer is always 10 minutes, especially like 10 minutes of daily meditation. That's going to be the thing. But the answer is not that simple. And that's the thing that I want you guys to understand. When you're asking when's the best time to meditate, the thing about meditation is that it's just very personal and subjective. There isn't really hard math that could tell you how long you should meditate before you'll start seeing good results in your life. Everyone's situation and perspective, and honestly just their energies too, are completely unique. Like, they're not just different, they're only your own. So that means that what works for one person, even somebody who you're very close to or really understand, is just might not work for the other person. And so like somebody could feel really comfortable meditating for 20 minutes. But if you ask me to meditate for 20 minutes, that's exhausting to me. But I know people who meditate for 45 minutes a day and come out of it feeling just like rejuvenated and ready to take on the world. That is not how I feel. I'm very much a 10-minute meditator, but I also have a really short attention span. So it works out okay for me to do it that way. But how long do you need to meditate for it to be effective? An important thing to remember about meditation is that it should just feel like really relaxing. Your goal is to become more in tune with yourself, like to clear your mind and just revitalize your energy and who you are. So if you suddenly are like meditating and you start feeling just freaking exhausted after 5 or 10 minutes, then that's a sign you need to stop. And if you can't concentrate, you're not going to be able to force yourself to meditate. So take a deep breath, and if you can't find your center, try to meditate at a better time. Like, when exactly you should meditate honestly depends a lot on just your personal schedule and what you have going on. Some people find that like mornings are the very best time to meditate. It helps them feel like they're beginning their day with the right attitude, but others are all about the nighttime, and I'm totally a nighttime meditator just before bed, and it just makes me like relax and have a good night's sleep. And that's the thing about meditation. Some people do it to start their day and feel like rejuvenated and revitalized and go for things, and like other people do it to like chill at the end of the day. So that's something you just need to know. But you could totally meditate in the middle of the day. That's totally a thing too, by the way. If you just need a moment to just stop and pause in the middle of the day, you can clear your mind by meditating in as little as 10 seconds. And sometimes a small pause is honestly all that you need. And if you're constantly in a high stress environment, it makes sense to want to realign yourself with positive energy that can keep you going like throughout the day. The trick, though, is to find a place where you can meditate, where you can really focus and meditate like in an effective way, because you're at work or you're at school or you're wherever, and it's really hard to find that place. So you're going to have to look for that. And another thing that people always ask me when they're like, how should I meditate, is how long should I meditate? How often should you meditate? And then, of course, what are you supposed to feel when meditating? So there's no hard and fast rules for this. Some people can meditate every day, and other people that just doesn't work for them. But everybody knows that also just like crap happens and there's nothing you can do about it. So you might have an emergency, or it just might not be a meditating day for you. That's totally okay. You're going to miss a day or two, and that's not bad. Yes, it can be frustrating because like you use it in order to feel a certain way, but know that like part of meditation is honestly just being kind to yourself and not beating yourself up when you do these sorts of things. Meditating is taking a stress from the just everyday life that's beating you up. If you can't meditate daily, don't force it. If you can do it like every now and then, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not doing it right. It actually just means that you are doing it right for you. Meditation is always more about quality than quantity. So if you meditate daily, but you feel like it's a chore, then you're not really performing any quality meditation anyway. And like, even if you don't meditate every day, but you find this amazing joy and calm when you do meditate, then you're going to love meditation, and that's working for you. That's the thing. It's what you want to feel. What makes that quality meditation? A lot of people tend to forget that when it comes to meditation, it's how much you actually enjoy doing it. Quality meditation means it's something you enjoy. And so it's really hard to shut off your mind at first. And the thing about meditation is you're not going to enjoy it at the very beginning. But once you understand it and you start to get that you're shutting off your mind and you're listening to almost like a different part of your brain and a different part of who you are during that time, and clearing your head of all those like over and over again thoughts that are just like coming at you, then you're going to start to really enjoy that moment, especially if you're somebody like me whose mind is always racing a mile a minute. But there's not really any point to meditating if you just come out of it feeling like it was the worst thing ever. So understand that even though you're going to feel like that in the beginning, it gets much easier and it's fast. I don't mean like it gets easier in months. And like it gets easier in 2 or 3 days. Understand that this is meant to energize your spirit and promote serenity. Don't let this do something else to you. And definitely not going to experience like this full wholeness in your mind, body, and spirit if you don't find the meditation enjoyable. And is it worth just meditating for 5 minutes? Absolutely. How much you enjoy meditation is actually a good indicator of how long and how frequently you should meditate. When you stop feeling fulfilled, or there are more times that you feel frustrated, then you just got to rethink that whole thing, because you might be putting just like way too much pressure on yourself to accomplish a set of meditation goals that don't align with your schedule or your energies on certain days. And that's okay, because for you to achieve quality meditation, the duration, frequency, and your enjoyment of this activity should all come together in a way that really elevates your well-being. So that's going to be a big thing. I need you guys to listen. I need you to listen to your mind. I need you to listen to your body. And I need you to listen to your spirit. So yeah, how long should you meditate? You should meditate for as long as you feel comfortable doing so. When it starts to feel frustrating, stop. Everybody needs a break, even from an activity that's meant to be a break. So it's okay to take a break from your break. There's no perfect formula for the right way to meditate, but you can always keep this simple like equation in mind and use this. Duration plus frequency plus enjoyment equals quality meditation. How long you meditate, what makes you feel good. Frequency, how often you meditate that makes you feel good. And then enjoyment, what makes you feel good. That's when you have quality meditation. So if you do this right, you're going to feel good. And you may feel good and ready to go to bed, or you may feel good and ready to tackle the day, depending on the time of day it is. But that's what it's going to do. It's going to make you feel good. And so you should commit to meditating as long and as frequently as you can, but don't neglect yourself either. Meditation, honestly, is all about balance. So listen equally to your mind and your body and your spirit when you do it, and it's going to turn out really awesome. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.